Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Why was there no MCN today? And that's because, as you can tell, I've had a haircut and I've been on vacation. I don't normally announce these things, although I did mention it in Wednesday's news video. Did you pay attention? Probably not, but it's okay because I've gone and I've come back again, and there's Glastonbury traffic for the Glastonbury Festival down here because I live in the West Country. Traffic is a nightmare, so it took me a little while to get home, but yeah, I am back to talk about stuff that's important. The first video, which is this one, the first fresh video, it's going to be this one, which is about the fact that we have got a buff champion that is coming to next month. What is that champion? Well, it's going to be Thor Jane Foster. That's right. Good news. Thor Jane Foster is the confirmed July buff champion. As Kabam put on Twitter, this mighty champion is getting a buff. Are you worthy, Jane Foster? I mean, that's as much confirmation I think as anybody needs to say, hey, this champion's going to be buffed. For a lot of players, I was going to say like myself, but when I just checked, I do not have a 6-star version of Jane Foster. I cannot speak. Returning back to recording fresh videos and fresh content. Thor Jane Foster, a champion that has sat in the very lower end of anybody's kind of roster, that people of a greater time or volume of grabbing may even have this champion at, I don't know, 20 signature or 200 signature. It really depends on how unlucky or lucky you have been for this champion. And let's hope, fingers crossed, that the buff is worthy. A lot of people will be and it will be very much debatable as to the extent of whether this champion be good or bad. With others in the past, like Deadpool X-Force, Yondu, and going right the way through to Hood and Guillotine, dividing a lot of opinions as to whether or not some of these new buffs are good or bad. And that's just the biggest kind of problem that we have with buffs. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and as well there will be inroads of damage extent that the champion can be pushed to. The biggest thing for me is like how they choose to address certain elements of Thor Jane Foster. I personally would like to see something that was more, not complementary, but would coincide and run parallel as to this particular story, the story arc of this character, as to, you know, whether or not, you know, certain attacks would kind of impact on her being not in a Thor mode and being in the mode of her being, unfortunately, sadly, Jane Foster was suffering from cancer at the time, and this is like a method to kind of like prolong her existence by, you know, wielding the power of Mjolnir and becoming Thor. So it would be nice to see some kind of like touch on that, but I feel that with the way that they will go with it, they may even look to the film. And if you've seen anything of the film, you'll know what they may even change the hammer. I don't know. Maybe they'll kind of make it like the movie version. I don't think they will do. But if you've seen the movie version, then there's spoilers out there. So watch out. You know, all I'm going to say is like, so Mjolnir, which as we know broke into a load of pieces, and then we've seen it getting reforged again. Well, guess what? Something happens with that. But I think there's a clip, so it's already out there. I think it was like an official clip. So hey, we know what the crack is. But yeah, that is really it. Good news. The good news, we can now rejoice that Thor Jane Foster is going to be a buff champion, and people hopefully will rejoice at the fact that we've got Thor Jane Foster as the buff champion. Thor Love and Thunder releases, what, is in like 2 weeks' time? I've got my tickets. Thanks, shout out to my cousin Sean for kind of getting tickets sorted for us. Yes, good to see that when it comes out. I am very much looking forward to that film. But also next week, I am looking forward to Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2, which looks to be pretty epic, especially if you've seen the trailer and see Eddie on the the upside down, kind of like doing a guitar solo, which is just going to be such an epic move. And I hope they're playing something like, I don't know, Welcome to the Jungle or something like that. Also, yeah, I couldn't find any of those Hellfire Club t-shirts. There was some in HMV in the UK, but they're all just like one size bigger than I would require. So it's like, dude, come on, get them in stock. But I digress. More on what I've been up to in the next video, which will be about compensation. And you can see that in game at the moment, I have not unlocked my compensation yet because I just need it for the video to kind of go blah 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 blah, and that is my content. But yeah, that's been the video. Thank you very much for watching. Good news, Thor Jane Foster buff soon. Great. Wonder what the abilities are. Who knows? Exciting times. Exciting times. I'm back, by the way, and I will, see you next video. So check out some stuff and some things with your eyes, and I'll see you in the next video a little bit later on. Thank you. Bye bye.